This guide will walk you through the process of comparing companies in Mergent Online. To compare companies in Mergent Online, you can use the LibGuide for D530. Go ahead and open up a new window in your web browser by holding down the Control key and hitting the N key at the same time. And type in the following URL, http://libguides.ius.edu/D530. You may want to go ahead and resize the new window so you can move back and forth between this tutorial and Mergent Online. So from the D530 LibGuide, choose the Company Profiles and Financials tab, and then select Mergent Online. Remember that if you're accessing this from off campus, you may be asked to log in. It's just your IUS username and password that you use for OnCourse and OneStart. Mergent Online has a limit of 20 simultaneous users, so if for some reason you're not able to log in, go ahead and wait a few minutes and then try again. To compare your company with other companies in a similar industry, first start by typing in your company's name in the search box on the main screen. Then choose your company from the drop-down list. You have several options for comparing companies in Mergent Online. You can choose your list of companies to compare, or you can compare companies based on what Mergent calls peer groups. We'll start by comparing Mergent Peer Group. Go ahead and click on the Report Builder tab, and then click on the Comparison Report sub-tab. From here you have a variety of options for comparing according to NAICS code, SIC, or Mergent classification code. You can also change the scope from worldwide to the United States. As you can see, you can compare your company against the top companies, the bottom companies, or all companies in a particular industry based on the classification system that you choose. You also get to decide what data you want to compare. The next step is to choose what data you would like to include in your report. If you click on the plus sign next to each heading, it will open up what data is available in that particular area. Select the items you'd like to include, and click on the arrow button to add them to the report. Once you have your list of items, you can choose the years you want to compare. To include multiple years, you can hold down the Control key and select which years you would like to be included in your report. Make sure to include the peer average of all of the companies in your comparison report, and select the format you'd like for your report to be. Options include Microsoft Word, PDF, Excel, and HTML. Click on Create Report, and your comparison report should open up in the format selected. If you'd like to choose the companies to compare with your company, the best way to start is by clicking on the Competitors tab to see the companies that Mergent considers to be in the same industry. Note that the default listing is for U.S. public companies. You can also include global companies as well as private companies if you would like. If you want to include the companies that Mergent considers to be your company's competitors in your comparison report, you can click on the Add All to Company Analysis list. If there's a company you do not see in the list but you want to compare your company to that company, you can add them using the Add Company to Competitor list search box. So select your company from the drop-down list, click on Add, and then choose Add All to Company Analysis list. You can compare up to 500 companies by continuing to add them to the competitor list. Once you have your list complete, you would click on the Report Builder tab to actually start the comparison, and then click on the Comparison Report sub-tab, and then choose the Compare Company Against Custom Group sub-tab. So in the left-hand box, you'll see all of the companies that you added to your competitors list, as well as your chosen company, which is the top one. To add companies to your comparison report, simply select each company you'd like included and click on the arrow button in the middle of the two boxes in order to add them to your comparison list. Once you have your list of companies, you need to choose what you want to compare. So you have the option of corporate information, financial information, and ratios. Click on the plus sign to see what's available under each heading. To add items, you would select them and then click on the arrow button in the middle of the two boxes. Once you have all of your comparison items, make sure to include the average for your list of companies. Then choose the years you want to compare. To select multiple years, hold down the Control key and select each year you would like. And select the format you'd like for your report to be. Options include Microsoft Word, PDF, Excel, and HTML. And the report should open up automatically in the format chosen. If you have any questions about comparing companies in Mergent, please feel free to contact me. My information is on the screen.